Video will be why I almost never have hotel breakfast. As you may know, I do travel quite often, and I like to stay at a very nice hotel. Not necessarily very nice. Holiday Inn is okay with me most times. However, I do stay at some nice hotels, and hotels often have breakfast, paid or not. But I almost never get hotel breakfast. Why? I'll explain that very soon. Okay, so here are the four major US hotel chains which I have status of. Hyatt, I have Explorer status. I just recently got this. Marriott, I have Gold status. IHG, I have Platinum status. Hilton, I have Gold status. Explorer status, I got it from a combination of hotel stays and credit card spend. Marriott is because of my Marriott credit card plus a Chase promotion. IHG is because of my credit card by Chase, and Hilton Gold is because of my credit card by American Express. So I would have to pay for breakfast if I do want breakfast. For Explorers, Hyatt, Marriott, and IHG. Hilton, I can get free breakfast if I want to, but I often do not. Actually, I got this Hilton credit card just a few months ago, and I have yet to use it to get free breakfast. Okay, let's take a look at some of my hotel stays over the past 1 year or plus. Okay, so here at Hyatt, Marriott, IHG, and Hilton. Here are a number of hotels I have stayed at. Number of different hotels, number of unique hotels, not number of nights stayed. And this is according to the max limit shown on the app. So some of the apps may show a max limit of 1 year. I believe IHG will show the max limit of 2 years. So for Hyatt, I've stayed there for a total of 12 different hotels. Marriott, I stayed at a total of 5 different hotels. IHG, I stayed at a total of 22 different hotels. I tend to like IHG hotels. And Hilton, I've stayed for a total of 6 different hotels. Here's the number of breakfasts that I've had. Hyatt, I've had 2 breakfasts, all paid. Marriott, I have a total of 0. IHG, I have a total of 5. Some paid, some not paid. Hilton, I have a total of 1, all paid for Hilton breakfast. Why is that? Well, let's take a look at where I actually travel around the world. Here is a map of all the countries I've been to a little bit pre-COVID and during COVID and after COVID. Okay, let's look at the right-hand side first. I traveled to the USA. I recently came back from USA. I spent 2 weeks there this year, and I spent 2 weeks last year just traveling about. Europe, I traveled to 3 different countries. I believe it's France, Austria, and some other country. I can't remember. I also went to Japan, Taiwan, Philippines, Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Vietnam, Hong Kong, Shenzhen, and Macau. So most of my travels have been to various countries in Asia, specifically East Asia and Southeast Asia. I guess I forgot to include one for South Korea, but I've been to South Korea within the past 5 years or so. I just haven't been back there too much because South Korea is kind of boring to me besides their food. So as you can see, most of my travels have been in Asia, and most of my travels have been internationally. So the number one reason as to why I don't usually have hotel breakfast is because I travel internationally and I would like to try the local food. Here's an example of a typical breakfast that we find at a nice hotel. It is typically a buffet breakfast. Eggs, bacon, tomato, white tablecloth, a little bit of vegetables if you're lucky. But however, you can get this internationally. You go to Japan, you can get this breakfast. You go to Vietnam, you can get this breakfast. You can get this breakfast anywhere and everywhere. Why is that? Because it's a typical standard breakfast that people would imagine if they were to stay at a hotel, regardless if they're from Vietnam or from Japan or from the US. So as a result, hotels try to please everyone by providing a generic type of vanilla breakfast. This is your generic vanilla breakfast. You can get this anywhere, so why would you want it when you're traveling overseas, internationally, in Vietnam or something like that? It's kind of crazy if you were to have this breakfast overseas. Unless you're sick or have some dietary restrictions, there's no reason why would you travel internationally. Why would you travel internationally and never try the local food? Instead, what you can do, what I typically do, is I have breakfast at a local cafe, a local restaurant, local food court, something like this. Here's my breakfast I had in Singapore, just a few days ago. It was at Toastbox. Here I have some kaya toast, 2 soft-boiled eggs, and some fried noodles, chow mein. Some hot dogs and deep-fried eggs, surprisingly, and some milk tea, and my wife had some coffee here. Of course, it's the local coffee and local tea, which is very good. A little bit too sweet for my wife, but she did enjoy the rest of the food. Here's the food I had for breakfast in Hong Kong. This is macaroni and ham and noodle soup. Here's also chow mein, char siu bao, with 2 pieces of spam on top, and of course milk tea that I like. It's at the Tagalog Cafe de Corral in Hong Kong. Here's also a meal that I had in Macau for breakfast. Here is flat rice noodles and various fish balls and fish cakes. Extremely delicious. Here's a pork chop bun I had in Macau for breakfast. Also very delicious. The bread's a little bit on the dry side, but it was very delicious. Also my milk tea. And here's breakfast I had in Hong Kong. Some type of vermicelli noodles called lai fan, vegetables, choy sum, and some roast duck to complete the meal. This is very delicious, and what you can have instead of the generic hotel breakfast. I'm not saying that you cannot have hotel breakfast. I'm just saying that you should be a little bit more adventurous. Why go overseas? You should try the local food also. Thank you. Bye.